show. I'm Jacob Dupps. We're here with some people that we're going to interview. First I have out here right now is Herodotus from ancient Greece. I'm going to ask him some questions. One question is, how or why are you famous?
Well, I'm a historian who chronicled the Persian Wars, and some people call me the father of history.
Another one is, how was your childhood when you were growing up?
Well, I grew up during the Persian Wars and traveled around and wrote about the places I went. I wanted to know more about the Persian War, and I had a mother and father and a brother, and I was born and involved in Turkey, and I had a pretty rich family.
How was your education back then? How was your education when you were a child?
Well, I went to school and I learned how to read and write and things like that.
So what do you do on your free time when you have not a lot of stuff going on?
I tried to find out more things about the Persian War and more things about other topics in history.
Did you have any family or friends or?
Yeah, I have a wife and a son, and I'm friends with lots of historians.
What was it like before you were famous or you were known for what you do?
Well, I was a young man who went to school and was interested in history and had a rich family, like I said, about my childhood.
I think that's it. Thanks for coming. We have a couple more people. I was just having a little trouble saying your name. How is that pronounced exactly?
Thucydides.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. What was it like before you became known for what you do?
It was okay. I mean, I just kind of did more research and stuff like that. Did research.
Did you have any friends or family or?
Yeah, I did. I had a wife, kid. We were fairly rich. I mean, we weren't all that rich, but
So you were just a modern family.
yeah.
What do you do on your free time? Do you learn?
I do more research on the war between Athens and Sparta.
How was your childhood, or did you have any education?
I just kind of stayed home. My mom kind of taught me how to read and write and stuff like that.
I'm sure there's people out there wanting to know, why or how are you exactly famous?
I am famous because I do scientific research on the war between Athens and Sparta and how it began and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, that's it for you. Next we have coming out is Aristotle. Thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Hi. Now, how are you known for what you do?
I am a philosopher trained by Plato, who was trained by Socrates, and Socrates was the first philosopher.
How was your childhood, or did you have education, or were you?
I spent most of my time with Plato, who is coming up later.
What do you do on your free time? Do you research more, or?
I study the physical world.
Do you have any friends, family, people you like? Or?
Well, Plato and Alexander the Great.
What was it like before you Okay. Alright. Now, coming on, thanks for coming. Now we have Plato coming on. How or why are you famous or know what you do?
Well, like many of us, I think we were good philosophers, and I did that.
Did you have any education or how was your childhood?
Yeah, I was taught by another philosopher in my childhood. I had a pretty decently rich family, and we lived in a cave.
What did you do on your free time, or what do you do?
Just philosophy.
Do you have any like family or friends?
Well, like I said, my family was pretty rich, and I mean, I knew some people, like my teacher, philosophy. So.
What was it like before you became known really well for what you do?
It was just, I studied like the philosophy before I was famous for it. So.
Well, that's it for today. So,
Thank you.
that's the ending of our show. Thanks all you guys for